What we're looking to do then, we should all have one of these face shapes, and we're going to look to make it into a template of how we could build up a different layered portrait in the style of Picasso using our clay. So nice and quickly then, what you might want to do is, taking one of the sheets as an example that you've got here, is draw out an example of your face. Okay, so you might want to take the example there and build up a face. So here's one I did earlier. I've built up different elements in the style of Picasso across this face here. Okay, what you're then going to do is we're going to look at how you can build layers up on top, which is what you'll be doing next lesson with clay as well. So there's a selection of spare bits of cardboard around, or if you've got some on your desk or with you, then you can use them there. What you're going to do is pick out certain areas that you may want to stick up from the main base of your portrait, and you're going to cut them out of the spare cardboard that you've got. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out a section from here. Okay, so I've cut out that nose section there, which what you can look at is think about how that would then go on. You may not want to stick it down straight away because you might think that you may want to move it around or change the direction of it, but you can put it in like that there. Okay, so you've got a section that's sticking out from our base, which is what you're going to be doing next lesson when you start to build up with the clay. Okay, so just a couple more sections that I've cut out. I've got the lip section there that can build onto there, and I've got the eye part, or the pupil, that I'm going to put onto there. Okay, so you can see that you've got parts of your portrait sticking up from the page. Now what we're going to look to do as well is some elements that you can use with clay is taking away from the image. Okay, so any areas that you've got, for example these eyebrow sections here, I might want to take away from my image, and maybe this eye over here. Now it's going to be quite hard to do that with the cardboard. Okay, so just to plan out, you can maybe try and push with your pencil and push it in, but that may not get the best result. Okay, so any areas that you think you might want to take away, if you use a pen or a pencil, just shade that area in. Okay, so you're thinking about bits you're going to take away from the image when and if you come to look at it with the clay. Okay, so just shading those areas out, and that's there like that. Now with our pencil as well, what we can do is, thinking about the example sheet that you've got here too, you can see there's some patterns starting to come into our clay portraits. Okay, so to do that, again, just take your pencil, and what you can do is start to punch away areas into the cardboard. Okay, so thinking about pattern that we might use, I might decide that I want some wavy line patterns as well, which I can start to build in, drawing them. They're going to be harder to press through, so just leave them in there, and when it comes to the clay next lesson, Miss will show you how to build those in. Okay, one final tip, so for like these areas here, what you can do is, if you take a piece of cardboard, if you peel back the top layer of it, you can get the inner workings of it, which again you may either rip out or you can cut out using the scissors, and you may decide that would go onto your portrait somewhere. Okay, but what we're looking for is something similar to this, which is a nice plan for when you come to the clay of areas that have come up, looking at layering sections and the patterns and how we can use mark making with our final thing. What you can then do obviously is glue your elements down when you're happy with them. Okay,